guys, welcome to CodeBlitz. Today we are going to develop a simple calculator app in our Android Studio. So let's get started. So first of all, I will create a new file. I will go to File, New Project. Now here we have to select Empty Activity as we will be developing our project from scratch. Next. So let's give the name. I will Calculator app. Simple. Then we have to click Finish. We will be coding the backend in Java. Now it will take some time to build your Gradle depending on your computer's processor. Now my Gradle build has finished, so let's start our development. So first of all, I will delete this default hello world, that is text view. Okay, so now we will bring a linear layout. Now in this tutorial we will be using linear layout for our development. So I will type here linear. We will select horizontal linear layout. I will just drag it in my constraint layout. Okay, let's give it name linear layout. Okay, now we need 4 buttons for addition, multiplication, division and subtraction, and we will take input in to text view. Now whenever we have to take input, we will use edit text, and for displaying output we use text view. So I will search here edit text. Now in edit text we will select number option because we will be taking decimal numbers. So I will drag it to my linear layout. We require 2 numbers, so again I will use that edit text number. I will drag him. Okay, now we have received 2 numbers. Now we have to perform the operations on that. To perform the operation we need button view. So I will this is for addition. Now I will again drag it. This is for subtraction. I will again drag it. This is for multiplication. I will again drag it. This is for division. And so what will happen whenever we click the addition button? The addition button will add these 2 numbers which we have entered in that edit text, and now we have to display the result. So how we can display the result? So in Android Studio the result is displayed only with the help of text view. So I will just drag my text view here. Now we have to do the designing part. So I will go here and I will split it, linear layout. So edit text. The first thing is renaming the ID. So I will give it ed1. Okay, so match parent. Now attribute we will be using the margin top. Let's give it 15 dp. Okay, then let's provide a hint here. Hint. Now hint we will set enter the number. Okay, now another we will select, that is text size. Let's take it as 25 sp. Okay, now same we will do it for second edit text. So see, I am selecting this here. So this is for second, that is id is edit text number. We'll give it ed2. Okay, now margin top. Now margin top will tell us that how much space it leaves from its up view. So this is up view for this edit text. Now we will write here 15 sp, then it will get down by 15 sp. So I will write here margin top margin. We can write anything. I am writing this 15 dp. Okay, see this space. Now let's give text size 25 sp. The designing part is all up to you, how you want to design it. Let's provide a hint so the user will know what he has to type. So hint, I will write here again, enter the number, let's write here 2 and here 1. Okay, now then comes our button view. So let give an ID that BT and add. You can give whatever ID you want. The width match parent, height will be wrap content. It's up to you. You can also write there any DP values. I am keeping it as it is. So let's give margin top. Let's give 15 dp constant value. Then text size. Now I will read it to 20 sp. Then text. Okay, text style. Let's select bold. Then we have Android text written here. So this is addition button. So I will write here add. Yeah, that looked good. Okay. Similarly, we will code it for subtraction and so on. So bt subtract. So I will give it id bt sub. Match parent wrap content. Then margin top. Right, margin top 15 dp. You can change the value. Then text style. Okay, keep it bold. Then margin top. Okay, we have written the margin top. Now we have to just edit the text. Edit text, we will write here subtraction. So I will write here sub. So now we will also write the text size. Give the attribute text size. Attribute will be what we had given previously, that is 20 sp. You can give whatever you want, but it look good. Now again button view. That's a similar process which I have repeating again and again. So this will be for multiplication. So bt mult wrap content button, and then you can give these attributes by design column also. So the design, and you can search here which attribute you want, such as text size. First we have to select. Now this is button, I'm selecting this button, and you can give here text size. So text size 20 sp. So here there are no option to select that. You can select the default values. So okay, now if you want to edit, you can edit it like this, 20 sp. Text size is selected to 20 sp. Now give another attributes, that was margin top. So margin top we were giving 15 dp. Yes, okay. Now let's go to our XML layout. I will just clear it. You can see the same code has been added, that we had selected text size to 20 sp. It is added here. Now we had selected the margin top, it is added there. The next thing is text style. So I have selected text style, it was bold, and we have to edit text to multiplication. Okay, that's look good. And again this is for division, so I will write bt div match parent wrap content, and then text I will write here division. Let's select text size. Text style, that will be bold. Margin top, 20 dp. You can select margin bottom also, or left right. It is all up to you how you want to design your layout. Okay, now we have to for the display output we are using text view, so I will write here text view out, that for output. Then we will keep this empty until our result is shown. You can write there anything you want. So now I will select text size, let's give it is output, so give it 30 sp. Then margin top, now I'm changing the value. It is all up to you, you want to change or not. So 25 dp. Okay, text size, margin top, then let's give text style bold. Okay, so now let's see how our design looks. It is showing me some error. Let me look. Now what you have to do for this error is, see, here we have this toggle button, so I will click on this toggle button. It will show that missing Android XML space, attribute missing Android space. So what you need to do is you simply need to click here fix. It will automatically fix your error. Now as we have completed with our design part, we will go to the backend part, that is we will code it in Java. Now it is all up to you how you want to design your layout. Now we can also add the background. So for adding background, what I will do is I will just come here, and I have basically downloaded a JPG file, so I will copy it. I will just copy it. Just a minute. I had copied that file. Now I will go to my app. Now what I will do is I will come here in the resource directory. Then in resource directory I will right click the drawable directory and I will paste here. Okay, refactor it. Again I will right click the drawable directory, I will paste. Now I will select the alternative option, that is drawable v24. Again I will click OK, refactor it. Now once the file has come in drawable, you can see that in the background.jpg we have these two files. Okay, so now what I will do is we have to use the attribute android.background. So I will write here in a linear layout background drawable.background. Oh yeah, you can see that the background has been displayed in our XML. You can use in our screen, you can use any background which you want. It's all up to you how good you want to make your app look. So now let's without wasting much time, let's go to the Java part. So the first thing which we have to do in Java is we have to rename our IDs, that we have to use find view by ID. So first thing is, now this ID is ed1 and it is ed2. So what I will do is in public class main activity, I will write here edit text. I will just enter. It will import the widget. So I will give it name edt1, then edt2. We have these two edit text, so I am giving two name. Whatever name you want, you can give it. Now we also have to work with four buttons, that is addition, multiplication, subtraction, division. So what I will do is I will select your button view. I will click enter. It will import the widget automatically. Then four buttons, so I will just write here BTA, that is for add, BTS subtraction, BTM multiplication, and BTD division. we also need to display the output, and output is always displayed in text view. So we need to text view here. So I will write here text view, I will enter it, and TVO, that will be for the output. Now the next thing what we have to do is we have to use the method find view by ID. Now this procedure is common in all the development which you are doing. So ed, let's import, so let's use find view by ID for edt1, that is edit text 1. I will bracket, I will write here edit text. The method will be find view by id r dot id dot. Now the id which we have to give is, now for the first text view, what is the id which we had renamed, that is ed1. So we have to give the id ed1. So ed1. Similarly for ed, what was the name which you have given here, that was ed2 t2. So I will write the edt2, then edit text, same procedure, find view by id r dot id dot, the name which we had given to the id was ed2, so ed2. Similarly for buttons, so bta equal to, I will write here button, find view by id r dot id dot. Now what was the name which we had given here for the addition button, that was bt add. For subtraction, bt sub. Okay, so bt add, then bts, that is button. So I will write here button, again using find view by id method, r dot id dot bt sub. Now this method makes sure that you can use your XML. It is basically linking that XML views in the Java part for the further use. So now again bt multiplication, so I have written here bt m, then button, find view by id r dot id dot bt mult btd. I know it is lengthy process, but it is important. This is if you don't use this method, you cannot access your views in the Java file. So r dot id dot btd, sorry, we have to remember it, we have to give your name of your apna IDs. So that for multiplication it was bt mult, so and for division it was bt division. So I will write here bt and select bt div. Okay, and one more, that is for output, we have to using text view, name which we have given here, it was tvo. So let's use this method. So now I will write text view, find view by id r dot id dot text view tv out. Okay, now once we have done this, now we will what we will do is we will code for what will happen when we click on this add button. So let's code for that. So when we click on the add button, we have, for that clicking purpose, we have to use the method. That method is on click listener. So what I will do is, I will write here bta dot add on sorry, the method is set on click listener. So I will just see the method, that is bt dot set on click listener, enter. Now we will write here new view. Now just when we write vi, you can see that it will automatically show you the above line. So I will just click here enter, so it will code it for you. Now it is basically the code that what will happen when you click on that addition button. So now what we want is, we want first to take the two numbers that is we had entered in the edit text. So that number is always in the form of string. So what we will do is, let's give it name first num. Let's make a string variable first num, string first num equal to, now we will be use the method that is get text. So string first num. Now what was the, it is basically stored in edit text, first edit text. The name of the first edit text is edt1. So I will write here edt1 dot the method get text. It will get the text. We'll go here, get text from that text view, and the text is in the form of string, so we have to write here to string. It will convert that or whatever value is in the form of string. Okay, now the next, similarly we can do it for second method. For the second number, I will write here string mm, second num equal to, now edt2 this time dot get text method dot to string. But basically what we have to do is we have to add two numbers. So the number to add the numbers, it should be in integer format. You cannot add the string values. So I will be again using the integer dot parseInt method. I will be calling integer class here for converting the number which is in the string into the integer format. It is just like typecasting. So what I will do is int n1 equal to integer dot parseInt is the method, integer is the class. In parseInt we have to, as a parameter we have to put that string value which we have to convert. So I will write here first num. So the first num has been converted into n1, that is in integer value. So again int n2 equal to integer dot parseInt method, and just write here second num. So the second number has been typecasted into integer value. Okay, once it has done, all the work has been done. So I will write int add equal to just a simple formula n1 plus n2. Now the thing is you have to display the output, but now the output is in integer value. Now you can display the output in the text view. Text view only accepts string value. So now again you have to change that into string. So what I will do here is I will make a string variable. Let's give it name answer, and I will use the class string dot value of add. Now it does the same method as what integer class is doing. It will convert that integer value, whichever value it is, in the form of string. So we had the string value. Now we have to display it. So what was the text? We have to display it in text view. So the name of text view was, we had given earlier, that was tvo. So I will use here tvo dot. Now for getting the input, the method was get text. So for displaying the output, the method will be set text. Then we have to, I will write here this text, that is the string value, that is answer. The value is stored in this answer, so we will display it. Now similarly we have to do the same process for all four buttons. So what I will do is, for the next button, that is bt sub, I will create a set on click listener, new view on click listener. Now what, instead of writing the same code again and again, what you can do is you can simply copy it, control C and control V. The thing what we have to do is just we have to change the formula. That is, it's okay, that is int sub n1 minus n2 string dot value of, here we will write sub. Okay. Similarly let's do it for a multiplication button, that is btm dot set on click listener and new view dot on click listener, and just again Instead of writing the same code again and again, you can use that feature. It will really save your time. Control V. The formula for let's give variable mult, and the formula for multiplication is n1 into n2. Then here also parameter that will be mult. Okay, that's it. Similarly for the last button, that was division, so btdiv. Okay, btd dot set on click listener, new view, enter. Just copy the code, control C, control V, just change the formula, that will be div n1 divided by n2, string dot value of div dot set test. Now the code has been completed. So now let's run our program. So I will go to my emulator and I will click here run. It will take some time. The Gradle build is finishing. Okay, let's see what it shows. Yeah, so this is how our app look like. Now let's write here number, enter the number 1. So when you click, it will show this option. I will write here 23. Then just write here anything you want. I will just write 2. Now let's see it. Is your add button working good? Yes, 23 plus 25, it is showing 25. Then subtract, it will show 21. And multiplication 46, division 11. Now if you want this output to be shown in the middle, so what you need to do is, I will just go to my designing part and just split the screen. I will go to this text view. So you have here we have to set gravity, droid dot layout gravity. I will just write here center. Let's see, is this text displayed in center? Okay, so the attribute which we have to use here is just a simple gravity, Android gravity, and I will write here center. Okay, so let's rerun our app. Yes, the application has been run again. So let's write some another number. I will write here 12. Let's write here again 12. So when we click add, it will show 24. Now the result is exactly in the center. If we subtract, it's 0. Then multiplication, that is 12 square 144. Then division, it will show 1. So this is how you can develop a simple calculator app with just the basics of Java.